Hello and welcome to the Kill or Be Killed podcast. I'm here with
Jordan Dujon,
Mickey Amu.
and his food, and we're here to talk boxing. Alright, first topic: Deontay Wilder activates a rematch clause for his fight with Tyson Fury. The rematch July 18 in Las Vegas. What do you think of his team allowing him to activate the rematch clause? Do you think they made the right decision?
to be honest with you, I don't think his team's going to have much say. I mean, obviously, his team worked for Deontay Wilder at the end of the day, and no matter what they tell him and advise him, he wants his belt back. He wants to make that comeback. Me as an advisor, I mean, you don't really know what goes behind the scenes, but I wouldn't recommend that he go straight into rematch clause because he's got stuff he needs to work on, and 4 months, 3.5 months, however long it is, that's not enough time to fix the problems that's in his arsenal at the minute. But again, if he doesn't defend it straight away or go trying to get the belt back straight away, he could be waiting another 2 years, and he's already getting older as it is. Is it worth that wait?
Yeah, same thing. I think it depends how the team are looking at it. I think strictly boxing point of view, I think it don't make sense to go straight back in. I think it makes sense that you said there's a lot of things that he needs to work on to be better. Not only did he lose the fight, he got completely beaten from the first to the last round, and it's like he got schooled in every aspect of it. He didn't even have to stand a chance. So, boxing point of view, yeah, I think I would have wanted to take the fight. I think a couple more fights and practice the stuff he wants to change in the Tyson Fury fight. But obviously, like you said, this is a business, and maybe it might hurt him in the long run if he don't take it immediately. He might not be able to get another shot. He might become that man that nobody wants to avoid him, man. So,
He will be. He'll definitely be.
so catch 22 from that point, right?
So he has about, let's say, 4 months until the rematch. In camp, what's the first thing you're going to work on if you're his trainer? First week in camp,
First
what are you
thing.
going to do?
I'm getting him standing in a corner, like a box. He can't move from that step. And he's got to block all my shots that are thrown at him. So he's got to learn to use his defense and not have a guard that's like 5 inches away from his face. Yeah.
And also to be able to let that right hand go from short distance. It's a lot of people, he throws that right hand from a safe distance.
Yeah.
And Fury smothered that and took away all that distance from him. So he likes to find his space before he throws that right hand. Fury didn't allow it. So if Fury applies that same tactic again, he's going to have to be able to throw under pressure, to throw at the same time as Fury to try and catch him coming in. That for me, that would be the first thing.
Obviously, like Wilder's strengths are at the long range, so he can get that full leverage on his right hand. But to me, personally, I would probably look at getting a Mexican-style trainer, a tight defense, a bit like a Ruiz, and start stalking Fury. Because to me, that Wallin fight, where he fought Fury, just walking down, throwing combos, and you see Fury start to fade in the last half of the fight. So I'm not sure if Wilder can do it.
But you're saying, so you expect him to change his whole style in 3-4 months against the best.
The thing is, it's not changing his whole style. He doesn't have a style. He doesn't have a style. He's got, I'm gonna hold you out there, and then when he hits this.
Yeah, so you're creating a style.
Yeah, you're creating a style, and you're just building the foundation into it.
AJ obviously done it with the Ruiz fight. He bought, who was it? Angel something. Bought him in. We don't know. I heard that he might have been working with him behind the scenes before, and I don't know, but he come in for that camp, and obviously they worked on stuff that he felt was comfortable. So obviously it can be done. It has been done. I just think the team. I think it's a business move more than than they think that that's the fight that benefits.
I mean, realistically, how many more fights is he gonna have at that world level? Is Joshua Fury? Who else is up there that's going to give them massive paydays? Yeah, up-and-comers, but they're up in
different era.
They're fight them for a little money.
Fight Ruiz as well.
He can fight Ruiz, but Ruiz ain't going to want that against Wilder. Wilder's just going to hit him over the top. It's going to be game over. If he gets on the inside,
I think Ruiz
With a big problem.
I think he's a big problem. Ruiz, you ain't gonna land them looping shots on Ruiz. It's too compact, too tight. On the inside. I think the Ruiz fight and Dylan White fight are good tune-up fights for Fury. People might think I'm way off, and people might think that White is a much bigger challenge, and it's not just a tune-up fight. But I think it is a good tune-up fight because Dylan White's not that hard to hit, and I think if worse comes to worse and your game plan ain't working, you still got that to get him out of there. You can land it. So I think he'll be someone good to try. I think think Ruiz is the same, but at the same time, they're both.
It's a basic fight, isn't it? So I think he should just literally learn jab, double jab, triple jab, just keep it flowing, innit? Just as long as you're active,
He hasn't
up
got
and
the-
down and just hit the right hand.
I don't think he's got the IQ to change the rhythm.
Yeah.
No, I don't think he's got IQ to do anything.
He'll read that. Yeah.
I like that. 1, 2, just keep it basic in the gym. Strictly work on 1, 2, scrap everything else. Just land the left, land the right, land the left, land the right.
Yeah. The thing is with that, that's purely what his training would have been working on anyway. But what he implements in the sparring and in the fight is something completely different. So,
What chance do you give him of landing that right hand and how can he do it?
again, the thing is, he landed the right hand in the last fight, but he won, 3-4 times, but it wasn't flush because Fury was riding the shots.
Pulling away from him as well.
The setup is way too obvious and you can see it coming a mile away.
Yeah, it's because he cocks it all the way back. There's nothing, there's no little feints, there's nothing.
The left hand's always extended.
Yeah, always extended.
And even on the last video we was doing, I was complimenting the improvements on the right hand. But like you said, the improvements, the right hand was literally shocking. And he got it to a level that it was okay. And he was still getting away with it. So even the straight right, it's like even his best weapon needs a whole lot of improvement. So I just think Tyson Fury exposed all of his flaws. All of his flaws. Some of the mistakes he was making in there, they're mistakes that people make when they first walk into a boxing gym. You know what I mean? You see people that are complete beginners with better footwork.
But again, the thing is, this is like that Fury fight didn't open my eyes to anything new in terms of exposing Wilder. If you look at his last 3-4 fights,
Were you trying to say you knew it was that bad?
no, of course you
I knew it that bad.
Listen,
That bad?
I can't lie, he's even worse now.
Yeah. I know you've been the
We
biggest
all know
critic for a
that
long
he's
time.
bad, isn't it? And the thing is, he's been caught by Brazil, he got caught by Molina, he got caught by, not Stavern, but he's the 3-4 fighters that have caught him, he's held them up, and then he's ended up knocking them out afterwards.
What's that saying?
Yeah, that's right. Come down,
Keep on
you
top
kill
of
me kills, yeah.
Cool. Last topic on these guys here. Wilder, I remember watching some of the old interviews they used to do. They talk about the spirit of the Bond bomber enters his body. And Tyson Fury was telling them about the spirit of Jesus Christ. I'm going to dispel what's going on, isn't it?
I remember Wilder talking about he was going to baptize him.
Yeah, baptizing, telling about the manifestation that started. He said all sorts of, and then you see the video when he announced it, he's talking about the king will rise again.
What, when he announced the rematch?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He has this sense, I don't want to say sense of delusion, because to be a pro athlete at that highest level, you have to believe you're the best in the world. But it's like the way he talks in the third person, he talks, I'm going to say he's delusional, isn't it?
Yeah, in a politest way.
Yeah.
And I think you touched down on this. Maybe that's the only chance of winning. Because if he feels like everyone else feels that, your boxing's that poor, this and that, then he's a fool for getting in there. If he genuinely believes it was an off night, or Fury was better that night, or whatever he believes, but as long as he believes that he can win that fight, then he's always got a puncher's chance.
So what happens if he loses? You think his career will be over, or he can come back?
That all depends on what sort of person he is. Technically, obviously there's fights out there for him, good fights out there for him. There will still be massive fights. I think people will still want to see him versus AJ. Maybe not immediately, but definitely people want to see him with the likes of Dylan White. That's a fight that's always out there. But I think he loses some of that. Right now he's got aura about him. He's got that, even with the Fury fight, people still get in that ring. You're going to be weary of that right hand.
His styles are being fights, isn't it? Fury might just be that one fighter that his style is much more
You
against.
can't deal with.
Right, let's go on to one other topic. After the fight, Wilder made the whole bag of excuses for why he lost. And one of the funniest excuses, which he did not make up, so it's actually, let me not say funniest. One of the reasons people believe he lost the fight is Tyson Fury time-saving his gloves. He put the knuckle part where the wrist is supposed to be, and apparently he was using that to club Wilder overhead. So essentially, he would have been punching Wilder this part of his fist for the whole fight. Do you believe it? Based on the video?
Okay. It's not necessarily I believe it, but you have to question the flappiness of the first fight, or why his glove was flapping like that. Obviously, some of the gypsy fighters, the way they fight, when they flick out the jab, it is extended. But I've never really seen it personally happen with Badoka.
Let me just say one thing first, innit? can't lie, my technique is kind of poor, innit? So when I throw hooks, sometimes I land in this part, innit?
Yeah.
If I'm hitting the bag, if I'm hitting someone, even if the padded part of the glove on it, it hurts. It hurts like hell, innit? When you land here, innit? I can't imagine a man with no padding, no wraps, no nothing, hitting a guy for 12 rounds, 7 rounds, whatever it is, and that not being red, innit? When he took off a glove, nothing was red, innit? I just can't see that happen.
Was that for 12 rounds he was punched like that? Or was it for some
It was
rounds?
the first fight where the main video was from.
Yeah. But was he wasn't punching like that throughout the whole fight?
I don't care how long it is, your hand's gonna hurt.
Yeah. I agree with that.
Do you believe it? I'll put on the feed.
Yeah, we're about to get serious. Right, so do you believe he boxed the whole fight like that? Or you think?
No.
Puts it in and out.
Yeah, but the thing is, when you've got your hands in the glove, you can maneuver it slightly. Not necessarily that you can pull it all the way down, because obviously it's taped. But you can move your hands so your hand's not in the actual glove, so your knuckles now in this bit. Now, again, like you said, it's going to hurt to smack someone on the side of the face. But if it's tactically done, where you're just trying to mark them up, so then there's a bit of swelling, and then you're going to put your fist back into its natural position to then balloon it up more.
Yeah.
That could be a thing. But we're never going to know. It's not something that you can
Alright, so,
pull out.
and yourself, you're a professional boxer, yeah? Correct?
Yeah.
You hold a British Boxing Board of Control license.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So you've been there when the gloves have been wrapped, put on, and one of the board members have had to come in and sign it to make sure that it's all done properly and it's all.
Yeah.
And you still believe there's a way of him maneuvering his hand out of the glove, just so his knuckle part is sat in the wrist part of the glove to generate maximum contact with his fist. So rather than the fist being in the glove part, you say it's in the fist, in the wrist part, and he's turning over shots to land, even though the glove is up here. He's landing short shots on the inside of that.
Okay, so right now, you've asked that question with total logic in it. Now, he said it with complete logic. Now, we've all known in the States there's been some controversy.
Yeah.
Especially in them big money fights. Now, what happened with that, was it Margarita Cote?
Margarita Cote, yeah.
Now,
Okay.
that's something that the board signed off with. They would have checked the rap check beforehand.
Yeah.
How is it that that's now still got away with it?
Right, alright, different topic. Staying on the topic, my initial thought was simple. I understand it looks very suspicious when the gloves land. It looks very suspicious, especially to someone that's never really put on a boxing glove or thrown punches. All you skull bites what you see on TV, because most boxers turn over their knuckles, you will never get nothing like that. But the justification of wearing your gloves like that, taking the thought of a professional fighter having his glove basically hanging off of his hand, there's no sense to it. There's no benefit. The benefit is, all right, you're gonna land a short hook and you're gonna get your knuckles gonna be landing on his chin. But in reality, there's no benefit to that, because you're probably gonna hurt your hand. You're punching, landing on flush on bone. You're gonna hurt your hand more than you would if you just had the glove on properly. I've done a video before. I don't know if you see it on the pages, but just flicking the jab. Fighters that fight with a point scoring type fighters, that box on the back foot, box on the move. They're not really throwing punches to land heavy punches. They're throwing them just to flick out their hands, score points, and keep it moving. You notice it happens with their hand a lot, with their gloves. They're flicking shots. So I do understand it looks suspicious, but I think to accuse the man of not wearing his glove properly to be able to land thing, I think it's madness.
I think he wears his gloves are made out of horsehair as well.
Yeah, so it can be maneuvered.
It could be loosened up and the horsehair could be manipulated. The rematch, the team, what would they be working with?
I said it, innit? The straight punches, innit?
Okay. Do you think it's a smart thing, the timing of do you reckon the team will make the right decision?
Nah, it is bad timing, but at the same time, there's no point where I think it's going to be good timing, innit? I can't see him going to the gym for a whole year and improving on the style and getting
But do you
right.
not, alright, but do you not
I
think
think from more of a mental perspective, innit? And his health as well, I think. It's for, like, Ortiz, no wait, let's say Ortiz, Fury, Brazil, Ortiz, Fury, and Fury again. I think that's been like a year and a half. That's like 6 fights in a year and a half. That's too much, innit? It's just way too much. If it would have been like September, October, okay, innit? But to be fighting back to back, or you just got beaten up, you're probably fatigued, innit? And to come back again 4.5 months, I don't think it's not the right.
See, now what I would like to know is the fine print in a contract. So what happens if 2 weeks before the fight, there's an injury, while they get injured? Is that now postponed?
I guess it depends how bad the injury is. But every boxer goes
Well, the thing is,
what you say,
it's going to be postponed in terms of they need to find a replacement for Fury. them fights like a little takeover fight, and the AJ Fury fight is announced later on, does he then get the winner of that?
Oh, okay.
You see what I mean?
Yeah.
Because
It should be held. It should be held in the sense that you got a time limit to make the fight happen. If you can't make the fight happen, then you gotta let Fury move on.
Yeah, see, that's the thing, because if he's activated the rematch clause and then gets injured, that's something that's out of his control.
Yeah.
So what's the fine print to say that, okay, he still doesn't get that rematch?
Maybe if I was writing a contract, that's what would be in the contract. You've got that time limit. You know what I mean?
But again, for me, if I'm the champion, I'm gonna state that I'm getting that rematch, regardless of time. If it's activated, it's activated.
As Wilder.
Because Wilder, you would have been the one to drop a contract. Because injuries is something that happens in the sport all the time. And if you're now trying to get your belt back, and then all of a sudden you've been injured, now the chance is taken away from you.
Touch wood we don't see, hopefully.
Something we touch with don't see, but you never know, you might get a unification fight, and then
that's all I want.
Well, that's
all I want is a unification fight. I think that's what everyone wants. AJ versus Fury. Wilder, everyone feels the fight's done, everyone feels Fury's got him beat already, isn't it? So it's just postponing the situation. But obviously fair play to Wilder, he has the right to exercise that agreement in the contract, and obviously it's up to him to take the fight, and he's gonna obviously be in a fight. I believe in the best, he's gonna want to take that fight.
I think even worse for him is now that Fury's with Sugar Hill, like, you could instantly see the changes in his technique, innit? Give him another 4.5 months in that Kronk gym, working on getting that right hand straight up. You're using the left hook a little bit more, like to hurt people as opposed to just slapping them.
The thing is, it's crazy because that Kronk gym, you got to look at the fights that come out. Like Thomas Hearns is really right.
Yeah.
So if he adopts that style of boxing, from Wilder.
Who's the other main fighter? Sorry, who's the other main fighter? Aaron Pryor,
I think so.
Aaron Pryor, yeah.
What's his name? Heavyweight, Lennox Lewis, Klitschko.
Klitschko, yeah, they was the later. They was under Emmanuel Stewart, but the Kronk, the Tommy Hearns era, there was a lot of.
That's what I'm saying. Like, if you look at the way Tommy Hearns is built, it's pretty much the same as Wilder. Long limbs. If he starts boxing like that, oh my god, he's a problem.
He's fundamental.
And to be honest with you, that's true. It's true. I'm not putting him in the same area. Tommy Hearns is a much better boxer, like leaps and bounds.
It's the body shape.
But yeah, it's the body shape. You've got to look at the dynamics.
Yeah.
So what out of your body shape can you adapt to box like? And I think Tommy Hearns will be the ideal person to mold himself.
But Tommy Hearns is a freak.
He is a freak.
The skinny, at 6'2" welterweight. When he was at welterweight, punching out his punches, and I mean that was a rare.
Got like a bit of
See the way he talks, yeah? It's like before this loss, everyone like me personally, I loved it. I love the confidence, the hype. It's like he will waffle and make it sound like, you know, he'll have you on the edge of the seat because he backs it up.
Yeah.
But now he's lost the fight, you start thinking to yourself, that waffle, is that just like you said, a delusional man, you know what I mean? Is he just actually a bit backwards and a bit slow in the head?
You know the thing is, it's funny because I do believe in that whole Tunde Ajayi ask, believe, receive sort of stuff, innit?
Yeah.
And I think if he puts that, his whole life, that's what his ethos would have been.
What's the saying?
Dream it, believe it, become it.
You pull off.
But it's one of them. If you've set your mind to something, you're dreaming about it, and then you're speaking it into existence.
Yes, you're giving yourself a whole lot more opportunity of making it happen.
Yeah, and I think it was much like Mike Tyson as well. That Customato, he made him sit there and just say stuff to himself constantly. And it's all part of building the fighter's mentality. And obviously, that's what shaped Wilder to be. So that's why I think he can't use that now. Otherwise, it'll just be a shell of him.
That's no excuse to talk in the third person. Yeah? Say that the spirit entering your body as you enter the ring. And just certain things that it says, like, I'm a king, I'll rise again, like that's...
Yeah, the thing is, like, seeing yourself as a king, like, cool, I get that. Saying you got spirit, again, I don't know what his spirituality is like. Some people believe in that stuff. You might say he's getting possessed by demons and everything.
And he says, obviously, when he puts his mask on, that, you know what I mean, he becomes bomb.
Yeah.
I'm saying
has he been doing that his whole career? I don't think so.
No. It's becoming like his character, isn't it?
40 pounds, 20 kilos, whatever it was, the weight of that suit, you know what I mean?
He's been hanging around with Illuminati too much.
Something went wrong with that. Something went wrong.
Mikey Garcia defeats Jesse Vargas by unanimous decision. Can Mikey Garcia hang with any of the elite fighters at 147?
Who's the elite at 147 right now?
Terence Crawford, Errol Spence.
Alright, even though we use the word elite, I feel like them two.
They're the top two.
Right, they're top two. Below them.
Those two, you have Pacquiao, I want to say Danny Garcia, Sean Porter, Keith Thurman.
See, I think it's annoying because if he's moved up for the money, cool, but that's the only benefit I can see to it. I can't see why you would want him in with them people. Did you mention Danny Garcia? I like Danny Garcia. Danny Garcia is not even the best fighter, he has exciting fights. And Mickey Garcia, if they was the same weight, has a style to beat him, I believe. He does do. Danny Garcia.
That's what it says. Danny is a former 140 as well, isn't it?
Okay, yeah. But he's filled out in that way for a bit. He's been up there for a while, and I think that plays a part when you've held a certain weight for so long. I just think Mickey Garcia's weight, Mikey Garcia's, if he was the same weight as them, same size, naturally he has style. He has the style to cause them probably to beat him. But I just think that size and weight advantage, I don't think he should be up there at all. I think 140 is a great weight. I just think he's looking for the biggest fights now to see at the end of his career. But it's not exciting. Like if you see him in the ring with Lomachenko, if they had the unification fight when he had the belt, that would be a fight with much more likely to get you on the edge of your seat for. So me personally, no. Answer's no. I don't want to see him up with them or with them big boys. I don't think he can mix it with them.
I don't think he can mix with them. I think he's gone up too much to the point where he's lost his speed, he's lost his advantages that he would have had.
And he was never.
I was gonna say he was never athletically gifted, and it was never that.
He never had massive advantages
power,
anyway.
yeah.
But he got away with it through work rate and determination and
But
all
even
that stuff. Now
that would have slowed down.
Yeah,
that's Spence fight. Fair enough, Spence is a much bigger guy.
Yeah.
But I didn't see nothing in that.
You've lost your natural speed. That's what people don't realise. Fighting above your natural body weight does not mean you're going to be a better fighter, bigger, stronger fighter, whatever. If your body's got a certain weight that's its optimum shape to be in to get the best out of you, it's not going to help by adding 3-4 pounds on it. It doesn't mean we're going to be 3-4 pounds heavier and stronger and faster. No, sometimes they go worse in the opposite way. But we'll see where he goes.
He's got small reach as well, and that's the worst part. Small reach. He is short. I think it's like 5'6".
Yeah. So he's quite a short, stocky, lightweight when he was there. So to be
Exactly.
up at welterweight, everyone's going to have all these advantages. For me,
But he's 5'6". So realistically, you have to fight me. I'm 5'11". Like, that's a massive reach. That's a massive reach mark.
That's
Just
what-
be literally popping the head off all the time. You don't need to engage.
That's what him versus Spence. Even like in the press conferences that you can see, it's like.
And to be honest with you, I've never even seen Spence pop a jab like that off in all his fights.
yeah, but
He was literally just playing on them, yeah.
That's how I think he's going to find out most of the people at that level. But saying that, him and Danny Garcia, that'll be a fight because they'll both be in the middle of the ring. But again, I just think if I was Mikey's corner man, if I was his trainer, I would avoid it because you're going with a naturally bigger man and he's already a puncher at his own weight and you're moving up.
See, I suppose this is a problem in boxing. Is obviously the fight with him and Lomachenko. I don't know what the process would have been like, but it clearly isn't going to bring in the same sort of process as maybe your Spence. So.
But then again, that's what it comes down to. He was at that stage where, at the time, he would have thought he could have beat Spence, but I think that obviously everyone felt he was cashing in. I don't think anyone would give him a chance against Spence.
Even his own trainer.
Yeah. What did he say?
He said, don't do the fight. And then he took the fight and said, I have to back him now. I was telling him not to take the fight.
Yeah.
He's getting his 10%. He's like,
Alright. What chance do you give him against Pacquiao? Because that fight has been touted for Saudi.
yeah. You know what? Pacquiao's too active for him. But again, I'd like to see what Mikey does on the back end of the fight. Because in that Keith Thurman fight, you see Pacquiao's age start to come into play in the later rounds.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, the later rounds have started to fade. So if Garcia sticks on him throughout the rounds, hitting that body shot, so you never know where it's going to go in the later rounds. So
I ain't watched Pacquiao for a little while, but my gut instinct about that fight, if that would happen, would have been Pacquiao just having too much in the tank for him and just being too busy. But if you lot are saying he faded there, he's obviously going to give a chance for Garcia to come into the fight. And one thing I like about that fight, if it was made, would be the fact that I feel Mikey Garcia can imitate the fighters that have caused Pacquiao the most problems. Obviously, the main one being one man or Marcus, which what he done. Marcus, for me, one of my favourite fighters. He's very strategic. He again don't do nothing great. Does everything very good, but don't do nothing great. But
Combinations are great.
And I think some of the things people don't see are as good as they are. Like even his mind making adjustments in the ring. But yeah, combination punches, countering combinations as well, letting him shots go with the other person. I think Garcia can implement that into his game plan and maybe cause him some problems. But again, I think size will be a factor.
Alright, we've got an extra topic for you guys this week. I told you guys we're going to talk about how does Muhammad Ali do in the current heavyweight division, right? I just want to say something before we get started, right? Muhammad Ali won an Olympic gold medal, yeah? Do you remember what weight was that?
It's like a cruiserweight, isn't it?
Light heavyweight.
Light heavyweight.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, he, in his first fight at heavyweight, he weighed in at 198 pounds. That's not even the cruiserweight limit. So in this,
a cruiserweight limit is 14 stone 4, so we're talking about him just
200 pounds. So this is
Obviously,
just under the
we know
cruiserweight limit.
heavyweights are bigger now,
Yeah.
but if we're bringing him into this era, obviously he would have been a lot bigger for the
Why?
Because obviously
Muhammad Ali is Muhammad Ali.
Yeah. No, but what I'm saying is, if you're now got a heavier weight category,
Yeah.
he's not. If he can't make the
But
heavyweight, he's not boxing the
going
cruiserweight.
back to what we're talking about, optimum weights. Don't make the debate difficult.
Yeah.
The debate is Muhammad Ali. How does he fare in today's
You got to remember, the
heavyweight
reason he had such good footwork and hand speed for heavyweight is because he was a lighter guy.
One thing I can guarantee is he beats Wilder.
Okay, cool. So you know what it is?
That's one guarantee.
In today's modern boxers, yeah, for heavyweights, I still think he beats the majority of them.
Yeah.
Say it.
Purely through skill, purely through boxing IQ.
Asia won't let that glove.
Who?
Asia's not like that.
Yeah,
15 stone.
But again, it's that weight size now.
Yeah,
So, again,
that's why the debate's intriguing.
If he now then gets pushed into a corner, and now he's got someone who's 60 pounds heavier than him, how's he going to take that? He might do that both of those
so
stuff.
what are you saying? Tyson Fury versus Ali. Tyson Fury today, Ali, peak
The
Ali.
thing is,
Before Ali's
Tyson Fury's molded off of Ali. So the science you someone who's
Don't obey the topic. Don't obey. Come on, we want answers.
So is Larry Holmes, isn't it?
So what we want answers? I had this debate with one of my pals in the group chat the other day. He got heated. Come on, don't overthink it. Don't say
Alright. Truthfully, I'm gonna have to go with Fury just because he's a much bigger guy.
The size.
Yeah.
Same.
That's the only reason.
I think Ali beats every other heavyweight out there today.
Apart from Fury.
Apart from Fury, I think Fury is too. Ali's strength was his speed and timing and the balance and movement and all that. But Fury seems to have all of that at 19 stone. The fact he was doing it at 14, 15 stone, at 6'2", 6'3", maybe 6'4", I think he might have just been.
That would be such an interesting fight.
6'9" and 19 stone. He's got the jab. He's got to be so much longer.
What's only 6'3"?
6'3". Yeah, 6'3". So he's got a 4-inch height advantage. It's just all on. It's just all on.
So we might bowl over Fury though. Foreman.
No, I don't know.
No? Just them
They're good
big,
ones.
slow, heavy bodies.
Alright,
The thing with Foreman,
alright.
them flicking jabs won't even entertain him. Like, you could be pinging at that band that's gonna come.
How would Tyson do against Tyson?
That's one that we come up the other day. Say everyone say Tyson's too much of a killer, but to get near that, he'll have to body him.
Bro, I'm telling
He'll
you
have to
now.
body him all the 6, 7, 8 rounds. Just hit the target, hit the body, hit the body, hit the body.
I think
Come over
everyone
the top.
forgets. So Mike Tyson was an animal.
Yeah.
And the thing is,
Yeah,
he always
inside
fought guys
as well.
that was like 3 foot, 4
Yeah.
foot tall.
And the thing is, being
And
taller, it's harder to fight a short person.
Yeah,
So if
yeah.
Tyson does his style of getting low, that is an interesting one.
It is
Which,
interesting.
which person does Tyson fight that you can compare the skill set to Tyson Fury?
No, there was no one in that time. There was no one in that time.
But
But again,
you know what I'm saying?
if you ask,
He still went a
these
lot of
guys
rounds
now-
with a lot of big guys. Though.
It's
Did he box?
true,
Who
true.
did he box? Can you think of anyone?
What's
Similar. Not
Okay, cool.
And this one I can think of, the muscular guy, I can't remember his name. Jamaican guy, strong accent.
Nah. But
They had a
Burberry.
rematch. They had a rematch.
Trevor Burberry.
Might have been bad.
Or Michael.
Alright, I got one for you. Lennox v Fury, who wins that?
That's a good fight. I think Lennox is more strategic. So Lennox, I think, might be able to land that straight right.
So I think he's more direct.
Lennox was a good thinking fighter. So even though he done the same thing, hold the left hand out, jab, boom, but he was accurate with it and he was strategic with it. So
You don't praise or run it.
You didn't say who wins, man. Beat around the bush.
I'm saying Fury. Fury's my guy.
Discombobulated at you.
Well played. Yeah, Fury. Fury's my guy. I'm saying it.
Lewis or Ali?
Joe Lewis.
No,
Lennox.
Oh, Lennox Lewis, okay.
Ali, man. Ali. Different breed, man. It's too special.
You know what it is? Okay, so I'm going to say Lennox is the first one, but Ali comes back to meet him the second fight.
I think Ali's got too much heart for Lennox. I think Lennox will be beating him.
I think Ali can outbox him. Jab, jab, show him different.
But again, I'm putting the first fight down to him taking a shot that he didn't see coming, and the second fight he thinks he would come back. 'Cause that's what he was known for, fighting the best champions.
We gotta remember with Ali, yeah, his prime. No one ever see what would have been the prime of Ali. What was it? 28 years old, 27 years old.
He was like 22 and won the whole title.
Yeah, I know, but he done at least 4 years. He done at least 4 or 5 years. So he's at least 26, 27, and obviously he got license got banned because of the army, Vietnam thing didn't go. So they say them 4 or 5 years that he didn't box. When he come back, even he would tell you his legs wasn't the same. That's when we see a different Ali, the rope-a-dope Ali, where he can plant and take punishment and come back. But what Ali would have been if he was in that time.
Yeah, no, you're right. And the thing is, again, much like Mike Tyson, what would he have been like if he didn't have that period of time in prison? And I think it's all these distractions and things that happen outside of boxing that affects your career. So.
The brown bomber versus the bronze bomber. Who's a brown bomber? Who's a brown
Joe Louis.
Alright.
Come on. I hesitated. No, I
heard bronze bomber be bronze bomber in it. So.
Yeah, he's clearly discombobulated.
Alright, Joe Louis versus Deontay Wilder. One round.
What, Joe Louis?
Yeah,
what's
one
the
round.
bed?
That right hand on the chin, done.
What? Joe Louis is not. Going back to them errors, it's not hard to hit them brothers.
No,
Joe Louis?
Yeah.
A lot of them took shots.
He was hitting Joe Louis like that.
Nah, but you can lie. Them man are in front of you the whole time. Them man, I don't like the defense
He's
is nice.
fight number 1 contender after number 1 contender.
Yeah, I know. Nah, I hear that. But that style of fighting was different. Them man would be in your face, toe to toe the whole time. Wilder will be able to land the right hand.
Golovkin's whole style is based on Joe Louis.
Yeah? I never knew that, but I can see that.
Yeah.
I never knew. What, he said that himself?
Now you can see it, innit? Just the jab,
He said that.
the jab,
So you
constant,
just come to your
right
own
hand.
conclusion of that.
You just break down the form.
Serious boxing. That's
Even his style similar to Hagler. Hagler had a very similar style to Joe Louis, isn't it?
You know what it is? People actually underestimate Hagler's footwork.
Yeah.
The way he would switch between orthodox and southpaw to with the body shots, like it was actually so underestimated. Everyone just seen him as that aggressive boxer, pressing, but the actual little technical footwork and stuff that goes in there, like.
I was gonna say Joe Louis is like not the founder of modern boxing, but you know how boxing evolves. You watch Jack Johnson, he's gonna fight like this.
He changed.
Come here, you.
I see a video and someone was talking about Joe Louis's jab, and they said imagine someone pushing a light bulb on your nose and then twisting it like that. So once it starts burning, as he twists it, because they say the way he'll drive it out and then twist right at the end of it, they were saying that was one of his most painful punches, and that was the jab. So I know the guy is different. The boxing, like he said, he changed the style of boxing, he changed how boxing was. He was one of them breakthrough fighters, like Ali was just after him.
The only great people about him is his footwork, isn't it?
He's slow, heavy, but he didn't need it to be. It worked for him, innit?
Exactly. That's where with Wilder, his feet are always gonna be partner. He's gonna slip one sloppy jab and just sock him with a right hand tonight. Alright.
I hear that. It's hard right now, given the timing of the competition. It's hard to give Wilder any chance.
The thing is, he's gonna land against some guys, and it's whether they can take that punch.
Wilder.
Because they ain't the Furies of this world. Yeah, like that Joe Louis.
What's weird? Them fighters are probably more likely to just take one of them.
Joe Louis is slippery.
No, but he ain't slippery like Fury. And what I'm saying is, less boxer, less.
It's smarter slipping. Like you said, it's riding. They'll ride and shit. They'll skim the glove and things like that. But we might be surprised. But them errors there, they might just eat one of them and look at Wilder like, come back.
No, yeah.
No, it's boxing. Boxing for me, the difference in boxing then, I probably want to say, the reason I'm a massive fan. When I started watching boxing, I started watching the old fights of even the Nigel Benn and Eubanks, and then
They're all killers.
Even up to that era, it was 3 minutes of fighting. There was 3 minutes of fighting. You watch boxing today, I find there's a minute and a half of fighting, and a minute and a half of faking, technical. What are you gonna do? You know what I mean? It's lost that raw.
We know what that is. It's a bit like. I was going to compare it to football.
You can easily compare it.
That's what Joe Louis started as well, isn't it? He was a tank. Counter punching, isn't it? Before everyone was like,
come on, what you stand there, what you got, you go, I go. And obviously things adapt like football. But it's like football today, the diving is an art.
I think it's one of them things that, if you look at the era of boxing, a lot of the medical sides come out to say, alright, you can't take that consecutive punches to the head. So I think boxers today, they're a lot more cautious of, oh shit, I've been caught too many times. I've got to be alert.
I think
the hunger's not the same.
I think they're just soft.
Yeah, no, you're right. You're right. I think that even the 90s boxers, box up to in the 90s.
That's what I'm saying.
They will
Like when was Nigel Benn and Eubank, them was the early 90s, 1990 or 1991. Michael Watson was 91, I think, in Eubank fight, the second one. And you know what I mean? It was different eras, man.
Yeah,
different.
yeah.
Them man are
I'll tell you what, truthfully, like if I see people like fucking, what's his name, Roy Jones Jr. in today's area, I wouldn't be a professional boxer, bro. That's not. That's
what I'm saying. I'll be honest. If I grew up watching Nigel Benn, if I see them as a kid, Nigel Benn and Eubank, I only watched them when I started boxing. If I grew up watching boxing and see them man, no chance that I even consider boxing. Them man are taking licks for fun. But nowadays, like I say, that you're watching fighters, it's like a chess match. Don't get me wrong, it has the moments of action.
But they're
and
the
that's
ones,
why I like.
they're like every other pay-per-view. It's not even like, it's like the Mexican pay-per-views.
Yeah.
They're not you probably get 3 out of 10 pay-per-views that is actual action.
Yeah.
And everyone's like, oh, straight away it's fighting a year.
This is why I was a big fan of Ruiz. This is why Ruiz lost me a lot of money in the rematch. But tell me the first fight, it was
you know about
action.
Ruiz before the Joshua fight?
Obviously I knew about him, I see the Parker fight. I watched the Parker fight. And then after the fight I got announced, I watched the highlights. But the first fight, yeah, you're telling me the guy wasn't all action?
Nah.
Only until
After he dropped him to like 4 rounds.
Yeah, when he dropped him.
Josh was walking around like
Yeah,
this.
yeah.
Come on, man.
But he might say, and none of us can argue, he might say, I knew I had him, I was just being patient. I didn't want to take the risk. But what I'm talking about, fair enough, it might not have been all action, but what I'm saying is, he was not fearful of throwing with a puncher. And that was how the throwback fighters was. You got big AJ coming down, hook, upper hook, and my man's covering up and rolling and throwing under pressure.
Shall I tell you what it is? It's one of them things there. When a fighter goes to the ring, once you take that shot that wakes you up, that's when you think, shit, I'm in a fight. And that was his shot. When he got knocked down, it was like, shit, I'm actually in a fight. I need to fight back.
But
now it's that fight
I still
flight.
think he was. I still like the way he was. Like we said about all his technical stuff. Fair enough, he wasn't engaging because AJ was keeping it long. But I felt like he was trying to make from the offset. I think he was walking him down, showing him the right to make him go that way. Showing him that way, he was moving him about the ring where he wanted him. On the topic of going to the throwback stuff, I was thinking the other day. What are you saying about football? 11 aside, the top 11 aside team of say mid-90s, early 90s, to the top 11 aside team now, who wins?
90s me now.
Let me say, coaches have increased. I wouldn't even say that the players have. Obviously, the players' technique
the
and
style,
stuff.
technique
But I
of
think
football.
if you give those lot the same coaching as these lot, and you're telling them, if you look at Pele, telling them, man's not going to kick in your leg, you're going to be able to just go through.
That's cool. Just take it right now. Harry is their coaches. The 90s coaches, 90s team versus today's coaches.
So
Who are you going to say? Yes, one or the other. No, because I want to ask another question. Don't make it difficult.
I said today's football.
Today's football. Who you say? It's not a hard question, bro.
I want to. No, thing is, it is a hard question.
It is a hard question.
But it is a very hard question. Alright, I want to say today's football.
Today's football. Alright, then let's change it.
Like, if you take the average.
Right, let's change it and now say 90s football 11 aside, 90s best 11 aside team versus today's best 11 aside, but it's old school rules and an old school football.
So old school.
It's the weight of the football, old school rules, none of this diving, which way getting blown unless you're getting,
Back pass, everything.
Yeah, it's the old school.
all of that, old school's gonna win. And for me, I was thinking about the comparison of boxing, even though all the,
Give these guys a small glove, see what they do.
it's a different ball game, and put them out, cool, coaches have advanced, boxing's become more
I
technically
think the other way though. I think coaches have got worse.
Do you reckon?
Yeah, I think boxing.
They can't even teach inside fight.
There's not a lot of boxing coaches out there. There's a lot of padmen.
Alright, when I say coaching, I'm thinking more the whole
Science.
the science. Yeah, that's
I'll
the
give you that
science.
science. I think
Yeah,
the coaching's gone down.
but I think
Cough, cough.
but I think it's because of the fighters, the level of fighters you got. You ain't gonna teach a man inside fighting if you can get away with jabbing a 12-round decision. You still gotta teach me. You know me. I think you work on everything. I could have a fighter that couldn't do one side of. We will work on that. It might not be great, but you gotta have every aspect.
You gotta have every aspect, but again, that just shows what Wilder's coach has done. He's got a right hand. We ain't gonna teach him nothing, so we're gonna teach him inside.
Going back to what I was saying about the errors and obviously the rules and all that, boxing, even though times have moved forward and boxing has become way more technical, it's still the old school rules. And like we said about football teams, the old school rules, and them it's rougher, tougher. These guys will be way more technical, but if you give them that old school football and old school football, they're gonna struggle. And same with the boxing, the gloves are a little bit smaller, but the game, the element, nothing's changed. It's the same as it was back then. You could try and be technical, but if you get one of these guys that's gonna come forward 12 rounds,
Make agent do a 15 round, see what he's saying.
Nah, you
against someone that
That's enough.
you can't do this, and they're gonna be weary. You know what I mean? They're just gonna keep coming at you. It's a different ballgame.
Okay, someone like Roberto Duran was the greatest lightweight of all time.
Yeah, hands down for me.
Does he win undisputed in today's era?
Easy.
Who's gonna beat
Yeah.
him?
I'm saying.
You can go up to middleweight. You can go from lightweight to middleweight in today's boxing. I think.
I don't know about. I rate Crawford on the all-time thing, so I can't lie.
All right, yeah.
I see what you're saying, but
But
what
still,
way-
I think Roberto Duran, just from that rough, tough era he's come from, Crawford has not boxed anyone like that before or long enough to be able to deal with him. The first time it will be a shock, but the same way, what you're saying is Crawford could have probably survived in that era if he was from
Yeah,
that era.
exactly.
Okay, Crawford v Leonard.
Can't argue.
You
Yeah,
can't argue with Sugar Ray because of what he's done, but I'm saying coming up, if they met around the same sort of first title challenges, how would that have played out?
You got to go with Leonard. Can't go against Sugar Ray Leonard, man. I know what you're saying, and it's hard to say because Crawford, for me, he's different quality, innit? He's a level above anybody that he's been in the ring with. Like, and he looks like he's got more levels to go to. He looks like he just does what he does to get the job done, and he looks like he's still got levels to go for.
He holds
But I think
it
to
back.
go against Leonard.
Yeah, no, of course.
Let me just throw one in there. Yeah? Thomas Hearns versus Ferdinand.
Oh, what?
147.
Oh,
Hearns.
yeah.
Hearns. I think Hearns stops him.
Yeah, I think so. Only because you got again the height advantage. That right hand's chopping down over that finisher.
And right, that show there, the straight shots is the answer to it. And if you watch the first one, he always was like his parry, lean, and he does his moves off of that. But the straight shots is the answer. If that right hand comes straight behind that shot there, the Maidana right hand that landed against Floyd. See the one where he faked the left and when Floyd goes to do the pullback counter right and he comes in with his chopping right hand.
The thing is,
I think Hearns
right
kills
hand,
him
left
with
hook to the body.
I think
He whips
have
them
you
up.
seen the Hearns Leonard first fight?
Yeah.
Yeah, that fight there, that's probably my best ever fight I've ever watched. I watched the whole 15 round, what is it? He got stopped, didn't he?
Yeah, it is.
He got stopped, Hearns got stopped.
13 or something.
Yeah, but he changed the whole style. The boxer, the puncher become the boxer, and the boxer become the puncher. And it showed the versatility in both fights.
Both of them. It's mad.
It just goes to show that he couldn't maintain that whole fight.
Yeah.
And then Leonard had to switch up.
Yeah, because he started putting down on the back foot. He got Tommy Hearns got hurt. Went on the back foot and started popping the jab. All of a sudden, Leonard had no answer for it. This big 6'2" man on the back foot jabbing, who was meant to be the come forward puncher. So Leonard had to come looking for him, loading up. But it showed again what he was talking about. Today's fight has not been able to do it like this or like that. Them days there, them man had everything. They had it all.
Right, one more, yeah. Errol Spence or Wilfred Benitez?
Okay, so truthfully, I've not seen enough of Wilfred Benitez, innit?
Yeah.
I see
Have you seen
just
anything
yesterday,
of Wilfred?
Leonard beat Benitez, and Leonard schooled him. It was actually a boxing masterclass. Like, it was disgusting.
No, I think, when I say it was the worst, but out of all those top guys there, I think that might be the worst fight. Because all Leonard really did was, like, them two fighting each other. It's the only one where, I've watched it a few times, but it's the one where, if I'm going to sit down and watch one of the fights of that era, it's like, nah, this ain't the one.
Yeah.
Because I think
To me, I thought it was so one-sided. He had no answer. So to me, I would say Spence, just because I've not seen enough of Benitez to say that he can do it.
I don't know if Spence has a glove on it.
The thing is, I've not seen that from watching Leonard. I don't see that in it. But
What about
You
you?
got started in it, I think.
No, when I wrap it up, see you.
I ain't seen enough to make comment on it.
Just to go
That's what I was hoping he hesitated. I was hoping he said, nah, I ain't seen him. Obviously, I know the name, innit? I know what he's done, but yeah, nah, not enough to be able to
yeah, no, it's funny. It's funny you should even bring up. Like literally just probably 2 days ago, I was watching the fight, and I just thought, again, that's one of what I come across it because Mike Tyson was talking about the fight and how it was a boxing masterclass. Watched it.
Dropped him with a jab.
Yeah, Leonard didn't even need to be on the back foot bouncing around like he's normally doing, throwing flurries. We literally just sat in the middle of the ring, pap, literally pulling throws. Nice person.
Right, good question. Most underrated as well.
What time or today?
Let's go most English underrated as well.
Right now? Of all time?
All time. English underrated.
Got to be Kawasaki.
Underrated.
But still, he didn't really get the
That's
props.
not English, mate, but yeah,
Oh,
British.
British. the guy that ain't even got his paperwork. Like English underrated. Or should we go underachieved?
Underachieved.
Underachieved. For me,
Amir Khan.
Yeah.
no, I want underachieved.
No, I think it's underachieved, man.
For me,
For what he
of
was
all
not
time,
to
for
be.
me, from what I know, Michael Watson.
Fair enough.
He stopped Nigel Benn with a jab. He beat Eubank in the first fight, but didn't get the decision. But everyone said he won the fight. He was winning the second fight, and obviously, 11th round got dropped with an uppercut. Back of his head, done the back, landed on a rope funny. Had the dramas that led to him obviously having a bad brain issue. Obviously went to hospital, never to box again. But the fact that he beat Ben the way he did, and I thought he was beating Eubank. Who else did he fight? He boxed.
What about the other guy, Keith? The Southpaw?
Collins.
Not Collins, but it was named Bomber.
Oh.
Yeah, he got knocked out by Julian Jackson. But he won everything other than the world title.
Was on McClellan, was it?
Yeah, not McQuillan. He's getting
I know
fuck
what
me.
He got knocked out. He knocked out Julian Jackson.
No, he got knocked out by Julian Jackson. It was one of them. It was really bad stoppage. It's gonna come to me.
I'm thinking that guy knocked out Julian Jackson. But listen, that's 50 minutes, isn't it?
50.
Yeah.
See what happens when you get man ranting.
Thank you for watching the Kill or Be Killed podcast. Comment below, let us know your thoughts. Like, comment, subscribe. See you guys next time.
Peace.